Which way am I going here? I'm going the wrong. Oh yeah, in April 14th it says, 17th. It was 12. You're right, 17. But you're flirting with needing dialysis. Have you been to the class about it?
No, but I've been on YouTube. I learned a lot.
That's great.
I learned more on YouTube.
You might learn more. So you know there's two kinds of dialysis: the hemo and the peritoneal, right? The hemo is the most common one.
That's
Yeah, that's where we do the access in your arm. You right-handed?
Yes.
Okay. So to do hemodialysis, hemo means blood, obviously. We have to have a way of drawing the blood out of you, cleaning it, and putting it back in here. So we do a little surgery on your arm, create something called a fistula. What that is a vein it's right in your arm. See, you can feel. Oh, that's a nice vein there. Some people have a vein here. This one's usually not. Most folks are too small, but this one's great. So this surgery we'll schedule it one day, give you a little medicine, knock you out, just sedate you really. You don't feel
That's
anything.
why I want to be knocked out.
You'll be knocked out, no question. We'll make a little incision about 1 inch long here. And we take this vein, we connect it directly to the artery, which fortunately is sitting right here. So now the blood that's going through this vein will be under pressure, so it's hooked to the artery. That causes this vein to gradually get about this big underneath your skin in about 6 weeks. So that's why we just can't do the surgery and then start dialysis the next day. So we gotta wait about 6 to 8 weeks. But this vein looks good. If it's all that big, all the way up your arm, maybe 6 weeks it'll be mature, as we say. But if we do it, it's mature. You don't need dialysis yet. It just sits in your arm. It doesn't determine when you start dialysis.
Right.
That all depends on your natural kidneys, whatever that's going to happen.
But if I need it, it's there.
But the idea for me, to get it ready in time so it's there. So let's say one day, 3, 4, 6 months from now, you need dialysis. They'll send you to the dialysis unit. The nurses will put 2 needles in this big vein. And the blood will come out of some tube into a machine that cleans it, goes right back in you. It circulates about 3.5, 4 hours.
Okay.
Then when they get done with that part, they take needles out, put some bandages on there. So when you leave dialysis, there's nothing sticking out of your arm.
Well, they told me you do this, and just if it's an emergency, they'll go over here.
If it's an emergency, you suddenly got sick before this was ready, I can show you. There's a catheter they put in your jugular vein that goes in your heart. And the risk of that is, if it got infected, your bloodstream immediately gets infected. That's bad.
Yeah.
They don't let you shower with it in. That's bad. And it's just a generally annoying thing to have here. It's uncomfortable. So the whole purpose is doing it early to avoid that.
Right.
But if you need it, it'll save your life. But we can go schedule this. I'm booking out for 3 or 4 weeks now, but we'll get this done for you. You're right here at this hospital.
Here, I like to go to Pinehurst.
You want to go to Myers?
I like Pinehurst Hospital better.
Oh, okay.
Not
Well,
the
it's up to you. I do
I
both
go to this
ways.
hospital for over 40 years. I know. I
We
like Pinehurst.
can schedule up in Pinehurst.
When you want to do this?
I'll have to check with my secretary in Pinehurst to see when my next opening is.
Okay.
All right. Do you take any blood thinners?
Better aspirin every morning.
Okay.
But how long the procedure is this?
About 45 minutes.
That's it?
Yeah. You go to recovery room, and then your son drive you home, same day, outpatient surgery. When you go home, this may be just a little bit sore. It's an incision literally about 1 inch long. But you'll be able to use your arms like normal, and we'll just keep an eye out in the office until it's mature.
Okay, but when do you want to do it here?
I'm booking into when? Toward the end of May?
May 21st.
May 21st?
Oh, it's a long time. It's another month.
Yeah, almost.
Do you know what
You're
your
right.
schedule's like in Pinehurst?
I have to check with Andy in Pinehurst. We could do wherever we have an opening soonest. How about that?
You go in my garage and do it.
Well, how's your kitchen table? You
Uh,
got a kitchen table? Oh, not so good. Now, the other kind of dialysis is peritoneal dialysis. You read about that one. Have you had any abdominal surgery?
No.
Okay.
I don't like that. You gotta go home and do that.
You do it while you're asleep.
Yeah.
Now, what else are you doing?
Yeah, but no, but you gotta do it yourself. You got to put it there and all.
Yeah, that does take a little work.
But the girls are pretty here.
You like the nurses?
Yeah, they know me. So
Even though they're sticking needles in your arm?
I don't care.
Well, just to be complete, I think we should go ahead and make your fistula, and then one day you'll start dialysis, who knows when. And you decide you don't like this kind of dialysis, you can come back and talk to me about the other one. The advantage of the peritoneal, it takes a little bit work. It's not hard to do, honestly. The advantage is people feel better on it. Now, some people feel fine on the hemo, but the vast majority of people feel really weak, tired, drained, Sometimes if they have to pull a lot of fluid off, you get cramping, and you gotta sit in this chair for 4 hours. Whereas this one, you just do while you're asleep at night. It runs throughout the night for 8 hours while you're asleep. You hook it up and flick on the machine. That's all you gotta do.
But I had a lot of people told me that this is more safer, more better. You won't get that much infection.
Well, yeah, every kind of dialysis has its issues. You know, you got the needle safety, you got potential bleeding. Sometimes the vein will get narrowing in it from the blood flow that's abnormal. That's not natural for the body. And you got to send it to radiology. You got to balloon it. You know, there's various issues with this, and there's issues with this one. And you're right, infection is a concern. But if you're really careful, even reasonably careful, it's very low risk.
Okay.
But more of the quality of life, I think people feel better on the PD. But a lot of people just do fine on the hemo. You know, if you do it fine, the hemo, fine.
But
You
she's
can do the hemo at home, you know. It's a smaller percentage, but you can even do the hemo at home. But
she said that you can do the one at home in the arm too.
yeah. It takes 2 people, where the PD just all by yourself, you can do it at night. But it takes 2 people. One's got to measure blood pressure. The machine's a little bit more complicated. It's a little more involved than the home PD. The home PD you'll find is much more simpler, but you can do the home hemo too. Yeah.
Well, Ms. Bass told me, because I know her. She said, let's do this here first.
Right.
Then
I agree.
Later on, if you want to go do it at home, you can do it at home.
Yeah, then you got your options. Once you get on dialysis, you can see how this goes.
But he can add that later.
You can, if you don't like the hemo, we can come in and put this PD in. We just leave this as a backup, we call it, just in case he needs it.
What's the procedure there?
This is called, we put it in laparoscopically. It's also an outpatient. This time we do put you fully asleep on the general anesthesia, put a little telescope in there. Make a little cut, put this in, takes about 30 minutes, go home. After 2 weeks, they can start your training to teach you how to do it. It has to heal in for 2 weeks, get watertight. And it takes about 2 weeks to learn how to do it.
Like you said, he goes to sleep, put the switch on.
Yeah, there's a little machine, about yay big. You line up 2 big bags of fluid. They look like IV bags, they're big bags. And the only critical part is you wear a mask, wash your hands. You'll take the cap off of this, cap off the
And you
tube,
gotta be clean and
and
sanitized.
just screw the 2 ends together. And then you're good. Then it's a closed system again. Then you can take your mask off. You just turn on the machine, and the machine automatically runs the fluid in and out that washes all the waste stuff out of you. And then in the morning, after it's an 8-hour process. In the morning, anytime after 8 hours, the machine shuts off. You just get up later and put a cap on, and then you're done. So all the daytime is free. Just do this at night. It's not a bad way to go.
When do you think might let me know where we're gonna do this?
We're going to schedule in just a second. We're going to see my secretary.
Okay.
She'll tell you what date we got here. And my secretary should be there in Pinehurst too, and she can tell us what date we got in Pinehurst, and you can pick which date you want.
But this is outpatient, you're saying.
All outpatient.
So, yeah, we can do it in Rockingham, we can do it in Rockingham. 'Cause the same thing.
Well, he wanted done it more. So,
Well, he thought he was going to spend the night. Cause we,
oh no, you don't have to spend the night. No, it's outpatient. Yeah, they're very good here. I'll be doing your surgery course. We
yeah.
have good anesthesiologists. I have no issue having surgery done here. Yeah.
Okay.
It's more convenient.
Yeah.
Okay.
I record you so he can hear it later.
So since your kidney back up to 17, I think we got a little bit of time. No, we don't waste any time, but I think we can get it.